Well, I've known of Bill Strickland all the way back to when I came here as a high school age youth in the late 80s, when the Art Center was built. Bill started in the Manchester neighborhood in a row house, and from 1968 till 1987 it took to have this beautiful center built for the students, both adult and youth.
I've known and heard of Mr. Strickland for pretty much all of my professional career, so I'd have to say that's close to 30 years.
I've known Bill 20 plus years. When I was a young executive in the nonprofit sector.
I was waiting for a plane, and I got on the flight, and lo and behold, I'm sitting next to Bill Strickland, and this was, this was really something. I mean, I didn't know him well. I mean, I knew him as a legend, but I had never had the opportunity to meet Bill.
I believe it to be true that he looked at what was going on in his community, not just for the youth, but also how he might be able to step forward and help adults at that time, adults who were returning to community, often many of them who were incarcerated. And he stepped forward and without hesitation assumed the helm of what is now today Bidwell Training Center.
My first impression of Mr. Strickland was that he was a prince of a man. You rarely see people that have reached the echelon of respect that he has coming from where he came from. So I have the utmost respect for him. In my opinion of him is hopefully one day people will look at me the way they looked at him.
It's no secret that when Bill started the organization, he was primarily focused on the arts, primarily working with children in his neighborhood in response to the assassination of Dr. King and the associated race riots. So he always wanted to give back to his community.
Bill was invited to Wasel, Austria for a symposium on community change, and at this symposium he met the Dalai Lama and said that the Dalai Lama was very interested in the center that Bill had built here, and that they sat and had a bowl of soup. So when Bill came back the next day, he came to the ceramic studio, sat down shoulder to shoulder with the students in the classroom, and started to make pottery and share this story. Even though Bill, gets the opportunities to go and do these amazing trips and meet individuals that can really kind of help the greater mission of Manchester Bidwell, he's still accessible and comes and sits shoulder to shoulder with our high school age youth and sits at the potter's wheel just as he began with Frank Ross in the classroom at Oliver High School in the Pittsburgh public school system.
Seeing the warmth and humanness that Bill brings was a lesson to me in both leadership and in style.
What is your motto or guiding principle? Do you have one?
Yes. Environment shapes behavior.
Okay.
Beautiful environments create beautiful people, and prisons create prisoners.
He's been a wonderful mentor to me in really learning patience, learning sense of humility.
Bill, congratulations on a job well done, on an impact well made, not just here in Pittsburgh, but really around the world. Bill, we're so proud of you, and we're so proud of you being a part of the Class Community Heroes Award Banquet.
I'm just truly honored to call Bill my friend, my mentor, and our founder and leader.
With faith comes hope. With hope comes belief. With belief comes accomplishments, and with those accomplishments we can achieve whatever we want, and you're a prime example of that. So thank you very much, congratulations, and God bless.
Congratulations, Bill. You're highly deserving of this wonderful achievement.
We have built 12 centers around the world that replicate this idea, and we plan to build a lot more. And the ones that are operating now include Israel, in which we have Jews and Arabs going to school together peaceably for the last couple of years. And we have 11 more in the United States, two more of which are in Pennsylvania. And we have Chicago and New Haven and Buffalo and Boston and so on, and San Francisco, Chicago.
So major cities.
Yeah, and they're all producing similar outcomes as Pittsburgh and are beginning to have influence within their respective communities. So the goal is to build as many of these centers as we can in the time that we have allocated.
And what would you say to people, young people who want to make a difference or want to impact the community just as much as you have?
Don't be in a hurry. Changing lives is hard work, and persistence is an absolute job requirement. Just because the idea makes sense does not mean that people are going to accept it or support it. So you've got to kind of be a bulldog in terms of just a rock-ribbed determination to articulate your point of view and your passion in your work. And that's got to be fundamental to the way in which you operate.